Hi, my name is Sherry. That's me right there. I'm the creator of Naturalife soap, body products, resin crafts, and gift baskets. Welcome to my channel, and if this isn't your first video, then welcome back. Hopefully, you'll look around and be inspired to drop a comment, like, or even subscribe. If you do, thank you in advance. I appreciate it. And now it's time to get into today's project. Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining me for this cold process high top soap called Aloe and Cucumber. This soap is going to have a couple of extra additives. Instead of using my normal lye water solution, I'm putting in aloe vera juice and coconut milk. Both of these ingredients are very moisturizing for your skin. It does take a little bit of extra time to use coconut milk because I like to freeze mine, and that's just to keep it from scorching in the hot lye. But the silkiness of this soap makes it all worth it. I keep taking the temperature because I plan on soaping at about 100 degrees today. This is probably a good time to mention my fragrance oil for today. I'm using Aloe and Cucumber. That's by Nature's Garden. And I've used this scent before. It's very light out of the bottle, but it's very fresh and clean. Will say though that the first time I used it in a hot process soap. But this one is cold, and I have a feeling it's probably not going to be strong after the cure time is over because it was so light out of the bottle. So I did boost it a little bit with a tiny bit of spearmint eucalyptus, and also I used a little bit of basil mint. And I chose those two scents just to make sure that the soap overall still keeps an herbal scent. So to keep the soap in line with the fragrance oils that I chose, the colors that I'm using are all going to be in the blue-green family. So I'm using Green Vibrance, and that's by Nurture Soap. My absolute favorite green is by Mad Mica, and that's called Astro. And then lastly, also by Nurture Soap, I'm using some Celadon green. As I got farther along, two of the greens looked a little bit similar to me, so I did add a little bit of Climb Blue to one of them just to give it a better color contrast. Remember I said earlier, I think that this fragrance oil is probably going to be a little bit light, so I'm mixing my fragrance oil in kaolin clay. Hopefully that will anchor it and keep it strong all the way through the curing process. Now I'm going to get this hand stirred. Instead of using the stick blender, I'm going to hand stir because I'm combining my fragrance oils, and I don't know if they're going to speed the trace up. So I think I'll just stick to hand stirring just to be sure that I can get this all in the mold. And I'm adding just a couple of shakes of charcoal just to make one of the greens a little more intense. So you can see that my green soap batter is actually staying pretty fluid, and green usually does. I don't usually have a problem with it. When I find one thickening because of color, it's usually purple. But then this one particular green, this one I'm pouring right now, all of a sudden decided it was going to get really thick really quick. So I'm going to speed up just a little bit. Okay, this is now the frustrating part for me. If you've ever seen any of my other videos where I've done a high top soap, you know I love how piping looks on soap. You also know that I'm not good at it, but I don't give up easily, so I'm going to keep working at it. The nice thing about piping, though, is even if it doesn't look great as a whole unit while the soap is whole, once you cut it into bars, you really can't tell, so I'm just going for it. And of course, the old saying that practice makes perfect does apply to doing this as well. So I went to the store, got myself a regular can of frosting, used my piping bags, and just practice piping with frosting. It's about the same consistency as soap frosting, so you can use that over and over. If you save the canister, you can put it right back in and practice another day. So for this green layer, I was actually supposed to have both shades of green. I was going to swirl them, but that one shade that I showed you earlier got really thick too fast, so I went ahead and put that all in the soap, and so it's only going to have this color green in the frosting. I don't think that's really going to matter much though. The glitter that I'm putting on top is my favorite one that I use just about all the time that I use glitter. It's called Into the Mystic. It's by Mad Mica, and it is biodegradable, so it doesn't add any plastic to the ecosystem, It only lasts for the first shower, but this glitter adds this really great sparkle to the top of any soap. And if I do a high top like this and I want to hide some of my flaws, this is the perfect glitter to do that. It was a pleasure working on this aloe and cucumber soap, and I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you also enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on another video. Take care and have a great day.